Yo guys, what is going on? This is Not the Best KD here. Right here I have a pretty good gameplay, I would say so, for you guys to watch. This is a CTF league play game that I was playing with my friends. I'm sure you have seen them in some of my other videos or have recognized them. I was playing with Alec, Matt, I think, and Ryan. So I have played with these kids, I have played with these guys before, and we're kind of a team, so yeah. But this CTF game does go into overtime, and my final score is 27 kills. I'm not quite sure how many deaths, like 18 or 19. But this is a really good CTF game. I felt like my team and I kind of, excuse me. Oh, geez. I felt like my team kind of rotated the flags good and got some good caps. But as you can see right now, this is going to be the second half of the game, just because the first half was kind of boring. I didn't really drop so many kills. It wasn't my team didn't really play good, and so as you can see right now, we are down 0-2 in the second half. And this is a 10-minute game because it does go into overtime, and you'll see how the game plays out in overtime and how it plays out in the second half as well. And going into overtime does mean that we score 2-2, so we do come back from a pretty big deficit, I would say. I mean, 0-2 going into the second half kind of gets your team down and gets you down, and so I'm glad that we kind of made this comeback, and you guys will see at the end what happens. But what I wanted to talk about in this commentary was something that's kind of been on my mind, and kind of it's not really been on my mind, but it's what I really want to do, and that is traveling for competitive. And I've been watching all these guys, Optic, Envy, Impact, what other teams, like even Unite, and everyone who is at MLG events or the Gfinity event and stuff like that. It's just traveling, playing video games and traveling. That's kind of why I'm trying to go pro right now, or not go pro, but at least get into MLG and doing game battles and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's really, really awesome that you can just travel and play video games and win money. I mean, if you think about it, like look at Optic or Impact or Envy, one of the big teams like that. They go and travel to Anaheim. They went to London for Gfinity. I mean, they're going to different countries. They're going to different states. They're meeting new people, playing and doing what they love, just playing video games. And they're meeting their fans that have been supporting them for this whole time. I think that's awesome. If I could actually, get into that kind of going to events and stuff like that. I did go to UMG Chicago. That wasn't a major event, just because it was a UMG, and it was in my hometown, so there were a lot of pickup teams. It wasn't an MLG event. It wasn't Gfinity or a really big tournament or anything like that, like the COD Championships. Or something like that. So I just think it's really cool that these guys can go out and travel. And if you think about it, where Optic or Envy or Impact has been in the past 4 or 5 months, I mean, they've gone down to LA twice, or Anaheim, or California, I guess. They went down for the COD Championships, and then they also went down for Anaheim, and then they go to travel across the freaking world just to play some video games. They travel to London to play video games and to win money. I think that's awesome, just because you're playing a whole bunch of different teams from around the world. I mean, this is why I love gaming so much, just because it's an online atmosphere. It's not like NFL, if you guys are from America, National Football League, where it's just American football, basically. It's just in America. I like soccer, or football if you're from a different country, where it's the whole world that's involved, basically. And you always see all these soccer events or football events, if you want to call them, and the vibe is just so cool. Like if you ever look in the stands at a football event or soccer event, I'm just gonna call it soccer event because football is just really annoying to say and stuff like that. But if you ever look at the stands in the stands are always going wild. The people in the stands the vibe is amazing. It's just they're all jumping up and down, they're all cheering, and that kind of gets me back to gaming, just traveling the world and being with a whole bunch of different people. In the Gfinity event, there were French people that didn't even, you probably couldn't even understand them if you were English, obviously, because they spoke French, but then there's also more European teams that are from, Great Britain, or I don't know what other countries were there, but I know at like some EGL events, there are some people from France and Germany or stuff like that. So I just think it's awesome and amazing to travel the world and play video games, and that's kind of why I want to get into this whole MLG atmosphere, and that's why I think it's really, really cool to do so. So right now, I just want to talk about the gameplay a little bit. We are going into let me see here, I can't even see my screen. We're tied at 0-0 with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in overtime, actually. And if you guys don't know, in CTF, it's the first one to cap in overtime. Then you switch sides, and you have to either beat that time, or you have to beat that time, or match that time, basically. If you match that time, then you tie, but, people don't really match that time. But, you have to basically beat that time or do better than the other team in what they capped it in. So you'll see right here, this is going to be a stalemate. You'll see this in actually a lot of MLG events or competitive events that you'll watch on live streams or even go to if you have the chance to go to one. I would suggest you guys to go to an event like this. It's really, really, or like that. It's really, really cool just to go see and meet the pro players and just get the cool vibe and what's going on and stuff like that. So right now, we are in a stalemate. When you're in a stalemate, you want to protect your flag carrier as much as you can. You want to be kind of you on the flag, and then the flag carrier, or the flag carrier, then you, and then maybe another guy kind of floating around in the middle area. So as you can see right there, I think we capped that flag in 2 minutes and 30 some seconds. I'm not quite sure, but I was jumping up on that car right there because I didn't know that you could actually just jump up onto it. I thought you had to go up onto that like Lamborghini or whatever you want to call it to get up to there. So I've never kind of really jumped up on that. But as you can see, or maybe you can't see or notice, but I am recording this game in theater mode, and if you go back to the beginning of that, or where I was jumping up on the car, that car is blown up, and I don't understand this and why League Play does this, or theater mode does this, but it's like the car was blown up, like as you can see, or as you saw, basically, when we started the match, the cars were all blown up. Like, yeah, those cars will blow up in the within the game, but for theater mode to kind of do that and to just blow up the cars and have things not as they were, or even if you saw and that was a nice two-piece right there, but even if you saw in the beginning I jumped over glass that was invisible, and it's just some little things like that, some little bugs that they might have to tweak to League Play. So right here we are in a stalemate again. There's going to be 1 minute and 9 seconds left in this overtime, and I spawned and I knew that they might be coming poolside because they were getting engagements, and that's exactly what they did. So I'm going to pick up this flag and try and run over into the garage, just try and get protected if any hailstorms or lightning strikes do come in. then I am going to be protected because of that overhead. But right here, I'm going to call in my Hellstorm, and I'm going to get this flag carrier. And if you guys didn't know, if you cap in overtime and you capped it first, basically, then the game's just over. So right here, as you can see, that game is going to be done over right there. So if you guys like this video, then please give this video a like and a favorite, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.